Alright people, so I'm here with your 2015 Extreme Rules show, and it wasn't a very good show in my opinion. I mean, they had some good shit on there, but I mean, overall, not a good show. So we get the show started off with Neville defeating Wade Barrett. I guess Daniel Bryan's injured, so this probably means he's never going to be in the main event again. I mean, he's got the neck injury, and even if he didn't have the neck injury, they're clearly hesitant to put him in the main event. So, I mean, that really sucks. But you had Neville beating Barrett. You know, the positives of this match is I'm glad Neville won, but it wasn't a very good match. I mean, there just wasn't anything out of the ordinary. There wasn't anything too spectacular. It was just basic moves. It was basic moves that these guys typically do in every single one of their matches. It wasn't anything special. You know, again, I'm glad Neville won because I'm tired of him losing in his first few matches here in WWE. So I'm glad he won. At least he picked up a little bit of momentum. But the match, I mean, wasn't that good. I'll give it 1.5 out of 5 stars. I mean, Neville's got a lot of athleticism. He's got a lot of cool moves. But I mean, you got to do more than just your typical moves in a match to get a good rating from me. So yeah, 1.5 out of 5 stars here. Then we have Harper and Ambrose. The start of this match was like 5 minutes. I mean, this first part wasn't that good, I didn't think. The only good part was the suplex on the chair for the most part. It was just kind of like typical extreme moments, like a kendo stick bullshit. And just a bunch of typical moves. And then they get in a car and drive away. And you figure, you know, you kind of started thinking, oh, they're probably going to come back. Which they did later, but I'll get to that. Then we have Ziggler versus Sheamus, or Ziggler defeating Sheamus. It was pretty boring. I mean, again, nothing really surprising or shocking or cool or anything like that. So then you get fucking, after the match is over, after the boring fucking match is over, you get Ziggler, you know, he's trying to get Sheamus to kiss his ass. I mean, it's like, oh, you know, that's really what I want to see, another man kiss a guy's ass. It's like, it's not that entertaining to see another man kiss a guy's ass. You know, so they fuck around for like 5-10 minutes, and then Sheamus, like, I knew, you know, I was thinking like 10 seconds before Sheamus gave him the ball shot, I'm like, I know he's going to do a low blow when he did. You know, like, Sheamus was getting down on his knees there. I thought he was going to, like, suck Ziggler's cock. I mean, it was pretty ridiculous. But, you know, after they're done fucking around in there, they finally, you know, I guess fucking, he makes Ziggler kiss his ass. And it wasn't really even an ass kiss. It was more like an upper thigh. Or yeah, upper thigh. I mean, it wasn't even, but whatever, you know, it's not like, you know, it's not like, it's a bit, you know, I don't want to fucking see Sheamus, you know, take out his ass or anything like that. You know, it's like, can we just get this fucking shit over with? I mean, this isn't something we should be making into a big fucking deal. So I'm just going to give this match a star out of 5. I don't even, does it even deserve that much? Because of that, you know, kiss my ass match, kiss me arse match. It's a stupid stipulation. When you think extreme, because, you know, Extreme Rules, you don't think kissing asses. It's bullshit. So, you know, I'll give it a 0.5 star out of 5 because that fucking stipulation was retarded. Then we get the New Day defeating Team Fact. So, yeah, it was a good match. It was probably the best match of the night here. Maybe not, but definitely in the top 2. Good wrestling, good fucking moves in here. You know, a lot of, again, if you watch this match and see all, like, the unique kind of moves, in the just excitement, more high spots, more shit like that, and you go and watch like the Neville match or the Ziggler match, it's two totally different levels. So this match, I mean, it was good. The only problem is the fucking mental fucking retarded team won. And I'm not joking either when I'm saying, you know, they act like a bunch of mental patients, because if you think about it, they do. I mean, they clap around like total tards. They sing like tards. You know, from day one, everybody knew this team was a disaster, and it is. And I cannot believe they are. They shouldn't even be in this fucking division, let alone tag team champions. You have a fucking team right now. We don't even know if they're heels or faces, really. They fucking just clap around like total fucking morons, and they're tag team champ. You know, that's what you get in WWE. You know, you get the shit booed out of you. You debut as baby faces. I don't even think one crowd cheered them. Everybody's booing them. Then they kind of start being heels and everybody's still booing them. And this isn't heat like, oh, they're being controversial. This is heat because they fucking suck. Chances are, if you're getting fucking booed loudly in today's day and age, it's because you suck. It's not because you're a good heel. So I cannot believe they made these guys tag champion. You know, like you could make a case, oh, you know, Roman Reigns. They were cheering for Roman Reigns. Maybe that's why they wanted to push Roman Reigns. But the New Day, I mean, they're totally awful. Horrible gimmick. Just, like, this is what you would do if you want to put WWE out of business. You would create a gimmick like the New Day. Just prancing around like total fucking morons. And I don't know. You know, I don't get it. They have not. Nobody fucking likes them. Why would you make? And the other part is Cesaro and Kid lose to these two retards to make them look like even more of a retards than the New Day. So this was just a fucking disaster of a result here. You know, they were doing good a little, you know, with the tag division. I mean, it was far from perfect, but I mean, they had a good champion, Cesaro and Kid, to build around. You know, the Luchas were a pretty good tag team there. You know, but other than that, you didn't really have anything else in the division, really. Other than, you know, Cesaro and Kid and the Luchas. But yeah, I mean, if, like, Cesaro and Kid would have lost to, like, some good wrestlers, like the Luchas, I wouldn't really have a big problem with it. But they lose to the gayest ass tag team in this fucking company. Maybe in fucking history. The New Day. So that was a bunch of, you know, good match. I gave it 3.75 out of 5 stars. And I did not let the result, usually I kind of factor in the result to the rating, but I didn't fucking do that because, you know, the fucking match was good. Very good match, actually, and the result was shitty. So I didn't really factor in, you know, overall I'm going to give just the wrestling part 3.75 out of 5 stars. The result, though, pissed me the fuck off. Then Ambrose, you know, they come back, and Ambrose, you know, they were interviewing the New Day as new champions, you know, fucking bullshit. And then Ambrose and Harper come back, and they brawl for a little bit. And they only brawled for like a few minutes. I mean, you know, you had the power bombs on the chair, in a few other spots. But, you know, I kind of like the idea of them disappearing, you know, like for a little bit. But they could have done more with the disappearing angle. They could have had, you know, them showing them fighting in Chicago or something like that. But they didn't do anything with it. They didn't capitalize on the opportunity that they created themselves, and it was right in front of their fucking faces. So I'm going to give this match 2.5 out of 5 stars. I thought it could have been longer. I thought it could have been more extreme. I thought they could have done more with, again, the disappearing part of it. So I just didn't think it was that great a match. I mean, there was a few good spots in here, but overall, I wanted more. I wanted more action. I wanted more extreme moments. Then we have Cena defeating Rusev in just a fucking shitty ass match. I mean, basically them just fucking around with a fucking chain, and it's like, oh, it's the Russian chain. What makes it a Russian chain? Wow, what's it different from a regular chain? You know, I don't get it. You know, they're like, oh, the Russian chain match. I mean, what I don't get how it's different from, like, how's that chain different from a regular chain? I don't know. Where does the Russian part play in here? I don't get it. But anyway, just a boring fucking match. I mean, nothing exciting here. Basically, again, them just fucking around with a chain, not doing anything exciting. Not even remotely exciting. And again, I don't give a shit about Rusev and Cena because they both fucking suck. And the crowd didn't even cheer at both of them. They both got fucking, you know, no reaction or booed. As did most people on this show. And it was just, again, just a basic shit, nothing good, nothing entertaining, boring as fuck. I'm going to give it a half star out of 5. You know, the person who got the loudest fucking reaction in this match was fucking Lana. Now that's embarrassing right there if you're fucking Vince McMahon. If the fucking manager of one of the wrestlers gets the loudest reaction, you know you're doing something fucking wrong, alright? That's fucking embarrassing. It is. It's serious. They should, Vince McMahon should look at himself in the mirror and say, wow, you know, I really fucked up this feud. If Lana's getting the most cheers. You know? Just something to think about right there if you're Vince. Then Nikki defeats Naomi. Not going to spend too much time on this, but it just sucked. I'm going to give it 0.25 out of 5 stars. The Divas division sucks. This match sucked. It was just boring ass nonsense. And the one thing I do want to bring up, with Paige gone, I do not believe there's a babyface wrestler in the Divas division. In my old, like, Emma, you know, oh, she's a... No, Emma doesn't fucking count because she's never fucking on. You know, maybe... Again, I don't know a lot of these people if they're heels or faces. Is Naomi a heel or face? Is Summer Rae a heel or face? I don't fucking know. But there are no definitive, legitimate faces right now in the Divas division who are actually wrestling with Paige being injured. So there you go. You know, that's great organization on the part of WWE right there. You know, there's your great fucking creative team at work again. So this match sucked. Then Reigns defeats Big Show, and actually a fucking good match. A very, very good match here. You had a lot of good table spots. You know, the Samoan drop through the table, spear through the barricade, choke slam through the 2 tables, a spear on the table. A lot of good fucking spots here. Cool spots, you know. So yeah, I was very satisfied with this match. I'm going to give it 3.75 out of 5 stars. I thought a very funny part too there with Big Show, you know, looking through the announcer's notes, and it's like, oh, why does it say I need to lose weight on here? I thought that was fucking funny. One of the few times WWE has actually been funny. You know, usually it's just Cena coming out there, you know, saying some fucking, you know, corny ass joke. But this was actually pretty. And this, you know, you can't be funny without being fucking TV 14, and this was just an example of how you could do that. But anyway, it would be better if it was TV 14, but I'm still saying it could still be entertaining with it being fucking PG, but unfortunately the creative team are a bunch of dumbass retards. But anyway, you know, the one problem, you know, one of the main problems I had with this match was I didn't like how the ending with just fucking knocking over the table. Like, I think the ending should be like an awesome spot, like a cool spot. Not a fuck, you know, it's like, they should have just ended the match with a spear through the table. That would have looked a lot better than Roman Reigns just, you know, tipping over a table, because we've seen that before. I mean, remember when they did Del Rio versus fucking Big Show in a last man standing match? And the exact same thing happened. So no variety there on the part of WWE. And they've done that a lot, where they've fucking tipped over. I believe Roman Reigns already did that to Big Show a few months back, where he tipped over the table on him. So there's no variety here. Like, it would have been just good if they would have ended it with a spear through the table there. That was a very cool moment. But they didn't do that for some fucking reason. Again, there's your great creative team. I mean, that's kind of, it's not that big of an issue, but I mean, it just fucking pisses me off, that little spot right there. Kind of, in my opinion, it would have been just very good if they would have ended it with the fucking, you know, spear through the table. But it was still a very good match altogether. Then we have the Bo Dallas coming out there saying some bullshit, whatever, just who gives a shit. Then Ryback comes out and shell shocks him. Just a fucking stupid ass throwaway segment that should not even have been on the show. I don't get it. Then we have fucking Rollins, and it sucked, by the way. It fucking sucked. You know, just useless. Then we have Rollins defeating Orton in what I thought was a mediocre match. You know, the wrestling wasn't very good. I didn't think inside the cage. I mean, there was a few good moments, I guess, but overall, nothing really memorable or good, or, you know, a lot of just basic moves. Throw them against the cage. You know, typical moves that they both have in their repertoires. You know, nothing really too great here. Then fucking, you know, J&J come out, and you have Kane getting involved too a little bit. He got pissed off there. I forgot why, but he gets pissed off. So then he fucking goes in the. I believe J&J pissed him off or whatever, or I don't fucking remember, but I don't think it was J&J. But he gets pissed off and he choke slams, you know, Orton and Rollins. You know, I don't get what he's trying to do here. I don't get why he's fucking doing. You know, if you're gonna make Rollins win, and you're saying, oh, you know, fucking. You're trying to convey to Triple H, oh, you know, I like Rollins, I'm on your team, I'm trying to make Rollins win, then why the fuck would you chokeslam him? I mean, again, this kind of just makes no sense at all. Just no fucking sense. Like, what the fuck is Kane doing? So, you know, then you got Orton RKOing Kane. And then, you know, the RKO is banned, but you could make an argument, oh, you know, because Kane used it, you know, because Orton used it on Kane who wasn't in the match, you know, all right. But then Orton uses it, Rollins uses it on Orton, but the RKO was banned. So I don't, shouldn't have Rollins been DQ'd? I mean that I don't know. You know, that's what I would have done. That's what would have made sense to me, because he said the RKO is banned, not just for Orton, for both of them, right? I mean, I don't know. It just kind of made sense to me that, you know, I'm sure, you know, fucking Rollins doesn't even fucking really have a finisher right now. I mean, is he using, the curb stomp's not his finish. He's not using that anymore. He used that shitty-ass DDT on Monday, which is not, that's fucking not a finisher. You know, that's about as much a finisher as fucking, remember when Rowan was using the fucking splash as a finisher? Yeah, get the fuck out of here with those fucking moves as finishers, like turn like a typical move in like a clothesline or a splash into a finisher. I mean, you can't fucking use those kind of moves as finishers. So anyway, you know, Rollins wins as predicted. There wasn't really too much going on here. Like, you know, Kane, again, it was kind of what happened on Raw. You know, Kane chokeslams Rollins, but then Kane wins, or Kane lets Rollins win. You know, kind of the same top thing here, you know. Kane chokeslams Rollins, but then fucking Rollins wins, you know. So it wasn't much different from Raw, and it wasn't that exciting, you know. It wasn't anything surprising or out of the ordinary or something where you go, holy shit, I didn't expect that. So there you go, people. This show wasn't that good. I'll give that last match, you know, I think I gave it 1.5 out of 5 stars. Just wasn't good, really. Yeah, I get a 1.75 out of 5 stars they gave it on here. So there you go, people. There's your fucking Extreme Rules review. Overall, I'll give this show 3.25 out of 10 stars. You had 2 really good matches on the show between the tag match and the last man standing match. But other than that, nothing really too good. And I don't know if I rated the fucking Ambrose Harper match. Let me just did I give that? Yeah, I gave that one 2.5 out of 5 stars. But yeah, I mean, two solid, very good matches. Other than that, nothing really of significance. So there you go, people. There's your 2015 Extreme Rules review.